Hi there and welcome back to the channel for those of you that are regular viewers. If you're not, where the heck have you been? Hit the subscribe button, see loads more content from all of us here at Golfshake to help you play more and play better. My name is Ryan Rastall, PGA professional here at Howley Hall Golf Club in Leeds, and as you can see we've got the brand new DarkSpeed hybrids from Cobra to take a look at. We're going to hit them on the Trackman today, but first we're going to talk a little bit about the technology. So for those of you that watch the channel regularly, you'll have seen the reviews we've done on the drivers and fairway woods for DarkSpeed and been extremely impressed. Really good, very impressive, those first two hits. I mean, the spin is very low, which I quite like. It's launching pretty nicely, distance is very, very good as well. And it feels really good. Like I say, much easier for me to hit that kind of draw that I would expect to hit. Feels nice and solid off the face. Looks to be launching actually a little bit higher than the max model. I don't know whether it is. It'd be good to see that when we have a look at the results. But yeah, certainly feel wise, it's a little bit more like what I was used to seeing out of Aerojet. And this is kind of the replacement for the model that I had. So I had just the standard Aerojet fairway wood last year, not the LS. And yeah, obviously the X model in DarkSpeed is designed to sort of replace that. So we thought we'd better do the hybrid as well. Now, the one I've got here is a 4 hybrid, 21 degrees, so it's obviously aimed to replace the longer irons in your set. If we're talking a bit about the tech, we can see a lot of the technology that we saw in the fairways and drivers present as well in this hybrid. So we've got the power shell and power bridge technology that Cobra used to really help maximize ball speed. So it's a combination of an insert in the head to help stiffen the head, but also making the face a little bit more flexible as well. So we want loads of ball speed all over the face here. We know a lot of you aren't going to hit the center of the face all the time, and nobody does. So we want that forgiveness in heel and toe strikes and hopefully get something like the ball speed and the launch that we're getting on a good strike when we don't hit the middle. We've also got a 12-gram weight here in the back there to really move the CG back, help launch the ball a little bit higher. And particularly for those of you who struggle to get the ball in the air with longer irons, a hybrid will obviously help you do that in the longer end of your set. So when we're trying to hit shots of longer distances, second shots into greens, we want that real high towering flight and lots of stop on it. A hybrid could be the answer to your prayers. Now, in terms of looks, we can see we've still got that nice matte black finish that we saw on the drivers and fairway woods. I think it looks absolutely great in that position sat behind the golf ball. We've just got that kind of very understated Cobra C with the crown on top of it there as well. And a lot of it just kind of looks like the LS version that we saw in both the fairway wood and the driver. And, you know, I actually really, really like the look of it. But we've got, the one we've got here has got the KBS PGI shaft in it as well, so be interesting to put that to the test. So let's go hit some on the Trackman, have a bit of a look at the data, but also I'll tell you a little bit about it as I'm hitting it. So what I'm going to do when hitting these two products, obviously this is aimed at replacing some of the long irons in your set. So what I'm going to do is hit my own 3-iron, which is Callaway Apex Pro, one of the new ones that came out at the end of last year. It's 20 degrees, this is 21 in the 4 hybrid, so they should match up quite nicely. I'm going to hit some shots with both clubs and then we'll have a little look at the data at the end. So I'll start off just getting a few shots with my own, and then we'll hit some with the DarkSpeed as well. Now we've got some baseline numbers with that, let's hit some with the DarkSpeed. So just sitting it behind the golf ball there, I really like the look of it. I'm not a big fan of hybrid sort of golf clubs generally, as you know if you've watched some of the other reviews that we've done, but I actually think it looks quite nice. That kind of matte paint finish looks really good on there. Let's hit a few shots with it and see how it feels. Pretty good, it feels good off the face, feels quite powerful actually as well. Let's hit a couple more. And that's certainly what we found when hitting the fairway woods and the drivers. Wasn't a particularly good strike, but I think it's kind of in the right direction. But I suppose that's what we're kind of using a hybrid for. We want something that's going to be a bit more forgiving, and that felt a little bit out the toe, and we've still got a shot there that's just finished just down the right hand side, but it's absolutely fine. Again, that was more out the middle, probably has gone a little further, just pulled it a little bit, but it's good. Again, it feels and sounds really, really powerful and really good off the face. Certainly very similar sound to what we were seeing with the fairway woods when we tried those. Now, I'm going to hit a load more shots with these and some more with mine, and then we'll have a bit of a look at the data. So now that I've had a chance to hit a few more shots with both my 3-iron and also the new DarkSpeed hybrid, we can have a look at the results here. Now, it pretty much goes to type really, and the results are what you would expect when testing these two clubs against each other. So let's start off with mine. So we can see the spin is much lower at 3,800 RPM, ball speed's a little bit lower as well, and we can see in terms of carry 227 and 244 total, which is pretty much what I would expect to hit that 3-iron at 20 degrees most of the time. Now, the biggest difference we can see, not only is the spin, but also the height. So we can see mine is peaking at 92 feet in the air, whereas DarkSpeed is 114. Now, this is why you would choose a hybrid over an iron. If you want something that's going to go higher, if you want something that's going to spin more and stop faster, and also be a hell of a lot more forgiving off the face, then a hybrid is definitely for you. And you can see here that it comes off the face quicker. Again, we're getting more speed. We can see that the spin's slightly higher, the carry again 233 against 227, and the total distance is 3 or 4 yards longer as well. So we are getting a bit more distance out of it too. But yeah, the real kind of performance benefit is that kind of stopping power that you get, which many of you, if you don't generate enough clubhead speed and enough launch on a 5-iron, 4-iron, 3-iron, you're not going to see the benefit of using that club because it's going to come out too flat and it's going to run too far when it hits the ground. So a hybrid may be the answer to all your prayers in terms of actually stopping it on a green. Maybe it's that kind of 200 yards, 180 to 200 yard mark that a lot of amateur golfers struggle with, because it becomes a distance that you're almost hitting it too flat into the greens that you can't hold them even if they land on there. These type of hybrid clubs are going to launch it higher, spin it more, and help you stop it on there as well. So we can really see there the contrast between the two types of golf club, and even at the sort of club head speed that I'm swinging it at, you can see there is a huge difference in how that club performs. Now, if you're a player who really struggles to stop those long clubs on the greens, then DarkSpeed could be a club that you should consider, but more importantly, a hybrid versus an iron could be as well. If you've got any questions about fitting or looking into replacing some of the clubs at the top end of your set, please drop us a question in the comments section below. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Hopefully you've enjoyed that video, and we'll see you all very, very soon.